Welcome to this amazing day, everybody. This is vlog number like 33 or something. It's a Monday and I'm back on my walk. The weather is nice, hot but nice. I think it's about 90 something. I really like it's hot, but it's like I'm enjoying it. I've been waiting for this weather for 9 months. That's how long the cold weather is here. We get three months of summer and the rest of it is just garbage. For me anyway. I'm not saying that that's for everybody. There's people that love snow and cold and slush and freezing. I'm not sure why, but there's people like that. And this is who this geographic location is for those that love that. I want to be in Florida. Anyway, today in this vlog, I want to talk about all the different jobs that I had when I was young. I tried so many different things. I'm going to try not to forget any, but I'm just going to go through them and tell you about all my experiences working in different fields. So very first one that I remember is obviously mowing lawns. This is when I was probably 16 maybe. That was the first time I mowed lawns. And that was just a part-time thing that I did on the weekends. We took a lawnmower, my cousin and I, and we went out to the neighborhoods and asked old ladies if we can help them with their lawn. And then later on, there was a guy that owned the pizza place, a little pizza joint. He hired a bunch of us from our neighborhood, a bunch of teenagers. He would go pick us up in his car and take us to the pizza place. We would load up on door flyers and he would go and release us into the neighborhoods, and we'd go and stick those on the doors. And then when we were done, he'd pick us up, bring us to the pizza place and feed us with pizza. He also taught me how to make pizza, how to make the dough and throw it up in the air and do all that stuff. So that was kind of cool. And then after that, I had a job I got a job at Taco Bell, but I never actually went out to work there. We moved right before my shift started. It was a weird time. But after that, in high school, during high school, I didn't do any work. At the end of high school, I was in like a technical skill center part-time during the senior year, and I was taking graphics class over there, graphic design. But there was also a class across the aisle or the hallway. It was a construction class, and I went there for about a semester or something like that, and picked up all the construction skills I needed. You know, what was it, 3 months maybe. It's enough to learn how to do construction. In theory, we built a few sheds. Anyway, at the end of school, the construction teacher found me in the hallway, and he told me there's a guy that's looking for somebody to go work construction. And so he recommended me, and I went out with this guy, me and another friend of mine. We went out building pole buildings, so those big shops. So did that probably for about 3 months or so, and then I was tired of it. It was too much hard work, and we'd have to go out and build somewhere in the middle of nowhere and be out there for like a couple of weeks, or one time we were there for a month building a big one. And then after that, I was looking for a job, and I got a job as a janitor. This is for a big janitorial company in Spokane, and they did janitorial stuff for all kinds of commercial clients. And so I got to clean an office in one of the high rises in Spokane on the very top floor. It was a gold mining company headquarters, a fancy office. So I was vacuuming and throwing the garbage out and stuff like that. And then so that gig ended, and they put me in cleaning the offices of a bus station, the bus station headquarters for the city buses. So I was doing that for a while. And then I got tired of that and left there. And then I got a job through an employment office. I got a job at a jewelry manufacturing plant or company, whatever you want to call it. They're a wholesale manufacturer for all kinds of jewelry places in town. They fixed jewelry, cleaned, and created custom jewelry for these different shops around town. So I learned how to do jewelry. And they made me buy a set of tools of my own, taught me how to do everything. I worked there for probably 3 months. Short time. Should have never left it. It was a good job with good future, good skills. But yeah, I was young, dumb, and left it. And then I worked at a t-shirt printing company. Also very short time. I only got to the point of cleaning their screens, washing the screens out and stuff like that. Nothing past that. Also should have stayed there. Had many opportunities of having good jobs. And then I worked jewelry. Well, I think there was a couple other ones. I worked at McDonald's for a week. Didn't like it, left it. Then I got a job at a dealership, and they sent me to work at their body shop. So I worked in their auto body shop for a long time. I think I worked there for maybe 3 or 4 years. And then I got into computers. So I got a job working for a guy that owned a few websites. So he had me working on a competitor to eBay. He had a website called ePeer. It was just starting out, but they did have a lot of usage, like people were actually using it. So got that. Worked there for a while. This guy had some sort of a operation downstairs. It was inside his house, like the top area where the living room is was all desks, and he had people working there. And he had some kind of operation downstairs. I never went down there, but I suspect there was some kind of a porn operation or something. But anyway, after that, I got a job working for a internet service provider. Back in the dial-up days, I was doing tech support, and when I just started there, they started dabbling in wireless internet for people out in the country, rural areas. So they would shoot wireless internet from a tower into like far away into the boonies, and they would catch it on the other end on top of some water tower, and then they would shoot it down from there to local clients. It was actually pretty cool for the time. We had high speed internet for people in the country. Yeah, for about 45 to 60 bucks a month. They had high speed internet when everybody else was on dial up. Barely, even in the country out there, they probably didn't even have that. But slowly I learned how to do web design over there. I was climbing towers for them to install equipment. Went out on house calls to fix connections and things like that. And I started doing web design on the side. Let's see what else. Can't remember anything else. But yeah, after that, I got official job as a web designer at a company. Was working on their stuff. They were their pet products and dental products e-commerce company. So I was working on their stuff for a long time. And then I quit and went and started working for myself again. So I was going back and forth, working full time, and then working for myself. And then when it got annoying and stressful, I would get a job again. So also on the side, I was fixing cars. I was buying cars at the auction, wrecked cars, and fixing them and selling them kind of as a hobby. And then I decided that I wanted to make that a bigger operation, and opened up a shop. Started fixing cars there. But that didn't work very well for various reasons. So I went back to work web design again. Trying to remember if I got a job right away after that, or if I just did the web design for clients. I think I just did the contract, or not contracting, but freelancing. And then it was just web design stuff after that. Oh yeah, I did 1 year. The web design stuff was kind of low. And I needed more work. So I have a brother-in-law that does tile installation. And so I went and worked for him for doing tile installation. And then I also worked in construction doing some framing for another friend of mine. So I've been doing all kinds of stuff, all kinds of different things. I'm actually glad that I got to experience all that, because I have a little bit of knowledge of a lot of different things, which is good to have in life, just to be able to do stuff yourself and not have to hire people to do things for yourself. Like I had to do tile in the sauna building that I had, or that I have. I had to do tile work in there. I did it myself. Had to do framing. Did it myself. Did all kinds of framing and construction work just on my own house, and just having those basic knowledge really helps. With jewelry, like I fixed my wife's jewelry here and there, and even my mother-in-law's stuff, just because I know how to. Just basic things that can be fixed without having to go to a jeweler. Knowing how to make a hamburger or a burrito. Just various different skills. And fixing the car is a big one. I think everybody should know how to fix their basic things on their car. Swap a tire out, or plug a hole in the tire, or change your car's oil. Be able to check if the coolant is low. Like these basic things, I think everybody should know. Anyway, that's it. I think that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Thanks for spending 17 minutes of your life watching my story here. Like the video if you could, and leave me a comment. I will appreciate that. And subscribe if you want to continue listening to all these different things I talk about. Don't know who wants to listen to that, but I mean, I catch myself watching people talk about stuff just as a relaxing way to just sit there and listen to somebody talk, as if you're talking to a friend, or if they're talking and you're just listening, which happens a lot in my case. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.